Good morning and welcome to the August Chamber Community Coffee. Lots going on. We just came off of a very busy July with our crazy days and then our no sales tax weekend. Today is the glow run. I don't know if you guys know about that, but the Woods County Coalition has been working very hard to put on a 5K and a 1 mile fun run this evening. If you are bored this evening and want to see a lot of people run a big race and want to put on something that glows in the dark, come join us. We actually have over 90 pre-entries, so we're pretty excited. And all the proceeds go towards the Woods County Coalition. Two projects that they work on are fruit and vegetables that supplement the food bank. And then we work to do a backpack program for the needy children in the school system. So fundraising for that, the kids of SWAT, the Students Working Against Tobacco, and the TSET group, as well as the Woods County Coalition, have been working really hard on that event, and that is tonight. This weekend is the Miss Alva pageant, and then Monday, and I'll let the museum say a couple words here in a minute, but Monday is the groundbreaking for the event center at the museum. Do you guys want to say a couple words now? Or you can wait.
I wasn't prepared for that this morning.
Okay.
The concrete is still not there. We have some issues with a little neighbor to change land, but we hope we get that soon. Otherwise, going forward, the groundwork is going to start last week again. And tomorrow we have a big fundraiser collectible sale, so everybody's invited to come and do a little shopping at the museum.
The first week of September is our Woods County Fair, and this year they're going to have a smoking or barbecue contest followed by a concert on that Saturday night, so make plans to attend. Then we follow it up with the big cruise and car show, and I'm going to turn it over to Norval, our host, this morning, to talk a little bit more about our big cruise and car show coming up, and then he can follow up by telling us a little bit more about R&R.
Cool.
I can pass those out for you.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't told when I was asked to hold community coffee that we were going to be on TV or anything. It's all right. The car show is coming along fairly well. We're kind of understaffed. We have some issues that we are, that our age group really isn't equipped to handle as far as social media and stuff like that. So, but I think it'll be bigger and better than ever. We could make it better with some more help, but it's still going to be very, very good. It will grow again, I have no doubt, because of the amount of people that we have calling. We have more pre-entries than ever. The motels are telling us that people are undulating them with requests for rooms. And we have a new sponsor, Bank Central, to work with. They have a lot of branches, so they're putting stuff out in all their branches, and it's all good. We've had great response from sponsors, several that have called and just requested, how come I haven't been a sponsor before and stuff like that. So that's all great. It's going to be good. We'll have the fireworks downtown. We're looking at if we get the dyno back. There's some problems with us. People had a bad wreck last year, and whether they're physically going to be able to be here or not, and we're working with another one, but that's quite a process. But if we do, we may move it down on Flynn Street just so we have more parking here. We're working on all those details pretty much weekly with meetings, stuff like that. So as you all know, it'll be a big thing, and any of the retails, I urge them to be open, because I always hear such great things from the retail merchants that are open about what a successful weekend they had. We want to welcome everybody for coming to R&R Systems, and a lot of people don't a lot of people who've lived here all their life wonder what we do. We don't. As long as we've been in business, we have such a large customer base that we sometimes don't have a really big advertising presence or one that you really recognize. We may, be advertising overhead doors or something like that, but they don't really realize all the components that we do. We do vinyl fence, overhead doors, metal buildings, and grain storage and its associated equipment. We're in the process. I know we just unloaded it yesterday. Concrete's all poured, the plumbing's in. We're building a brand new warehouse up by our auger lot on the highway. It's back behind the building that's there. It's 180 foot long. It's a big building. It backs up against the fence. It's MRC, and we'll be moving all our components. It's a staged building. It has 6 compartments where we can put everybody in their own compartment. As far as if you're the overhead door guys, your stuff will no longer be commingled with the auger guys and stuff like that, because it's always a fight for territory, even with adults. So we think it'll be a much more organized operation and more efficient. We employ about 14 people. We've been as high as 22. That was way too many. It's much better to have a smaller force and have a lot more and do more subcontracting and hire more people. And right now, the people that we have, the extra people we hire, most of them come from out of town. Actually, here we employ most of the people that we employ here from out of town. They're from Winoka or Cherokee or Kiowa. So, but it's an exciting time. I feel so blessed to live through this time in Alva. It's so neat to do these things. And I was just at a meeting where the city manager was saying something that kind of opened my eyes. He said, when the new annexations are finished, Alva will be more than twice as big as it was, and that's an interesting thing in just a few years. That's really all I got, Lynn.
Thank you, LaDonna and Norval, for hosting us this morning. And kind of to segue off your workforce comment, I serve on the Northwest Oklahoma Workforce Board, and we are in need of business representation. I get calls at least once a week on workforce. The chamber has put a job section on their website, and we hope that's assisting our employers as well. But we need representation at the state level from businesses. I can attend, and other people in positions like me, but we actually need business representation. And I know a lot of you are facing workforce issues, and so that's the voice that they are missing at this point, and we need more of that at the state level. So if you know of anybody who'd be interested, please contact me. We meet once every quarter, and anyway, would like to have your assistance on that. Are there any announcements at this time? Community announcements? Oh, it's a quiet Friday. If no more announcements, we'll move on to our Chamber Member of the Month. And I'm going to read a lot of this because it was so well written when it was given to me. Our Chamber Member of the Month this morning is the Graceful Arts Gallery and Studios. The concept for Graceful Arts was developed and implemented by Dr. Peggy Wisdom, who spent her childhood in Alva. Dr. Wisdom established a foundation in 2008 to focus on our community. The Wisdom Family Foundation supports Northwest Oklahoma in the areas of finance, agriculture, arts, and health. Since it was Dr. Wisdom's goal to enhance Northwest Oklahoma through a charitable foundation, and developing the arts is one of the underlying goals of that foundation. And in September 30th of 2011, the Graceful Arts Gallery was opened here in Alva. The Graceful Arts is a sponsoring agency for the Oklahoma Arts Council, Northwest Regional Arts Hub. The gallery hosts exhibitions from local and state artists, as well as national exhibitions. The Alva Chamber is very thankful for the Wisdom family and Dr. Decker's work with the Graceful Arts Center, and we're certainly thankful for all they do in the Alva community. This morning, we'd like to honor the Graceful Arts Center and Gallery, and Tyler is here to accept the award this morning. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And if I could have my board members that are here, I don't know actually